What? So hypocritical. The public really knocked for 6 over Meg's deep intention in podcast debut. The Duchess will debut her podcast this summer. The upcoming podcast from Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has a name that is close to her heart. Spotify announced Thursday the series will be called Archetypes. In this groundbreaking series hosted by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Archetypes investigates the labels that try to hold women back, the streaming service said in a statement. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, will speak with historians and experts to uncover the origin of these stereotypes and have uncensored conversations with women who know all too well how these typecasts shape narratives, Spotify added in the statement. The series marks the first podcast in a partnership between Spotify and Archewell Audio, the audio-first production company created by the former Meghan Markle and her husband, Prince Harry. The two companies released a teaser Thursday, in which fans can hear a glimpse of what to expect. In the clip, there are brief snippets of people talking down to and about women. "This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls and how the media reflects women back to us," the Duchess says. But where do these stereotypes come from? And how do they keep showing up and defining our lives? She goes on to explain how it's a podcast where we dissect, explore and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. I'll have conversations with women who know all too well how these typecasts shape our narratives. And I'll talk to historians to understand how we even got here in the first place. Archetypes will premiere this summer, although an exact date has not been given. Archetypes is a likely reference to Archewell, the non-profit organization the Duke and Duchess founded, whose etymology served as the basis for the name of their son, Archie. Before Sussex Royal, came the idea of arch, the Greek word meaning source of action. We connected to this concept for the charitable organization we hoped to build one day, and it became the inspiration for our son's name, the couple said in a statement when announcing the non-profit in 2020. To do something of meaning, to do something that matters. Archewell is a name that combines an ancient word for strength and action, and another that evokes the deep resources we each must draw upon. Recently, Meghan Markle in podcast takeover as Harry cut out of project he wasn't mentioned. Speaking on Us Weekly's Royally Us, host Christina Garibaldi said, Meghan is gearing up to release her debut podcast this summer. This comes a little over a year after she and Prince Harry signed a reported $25 million deal with Spotify. There has been some controversy with this podcast. It was delayed for a little while because of COVID misinformation that was being released by some other podcasts on Spotify. But they seem to have worked that out. Co-host Christine Ross said, "This does seem to be a story that never ends in the sense that we keep getting twists and turns and new drips of information." One thing that was interesting about the recent statement is that they've said it's Meghan's podcast. They didn't mention Prince Harry, and I think he was initially involved in the project. I do believe it's meant to spotlight strong female voices, so it makes sense if Meghan spearheads that project. Continuous conversations with the streaming platform have been encouraging, according to a spokesperson for the Sussex's Archewell Foundation's audio subsidiary, and they've been working closely with its team on policies and practices aimed at raising creator awareness and limiting the spread of misinformation. The announcement came as footage was released of Harry making a video call with Ukrainian staff from the Halo Trust, a landmine clearance organization working since 2016 in the Eastern European country. Archewell has also made donations to a number of groups working on the ground to provide aid to Ukrainians, including Halo, which is supported by the Duke. In January, Neil Young reportedly offered Spotify an ultimatum to remove either his work or the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, which has been known to air vaccine-skeptical views. When the singer later left the streaming platform, Joni Mitchell announced the same move in solidarity with his decision. The same